It's definitely a lazy day today, though all I've done is work. But I think it's a good day as any to talk about content marketing strategies on YouTube. Now, this channel, 100 Jobs, is my vlogging channel. And I don't necessarily market the videos as heavily as I do on my other channel, LOL Pervs, or on my new talk show, Confessions of Venus, which is just getting started and hasn't even begun to see the heights that I hope that it will see. However, I have sort of figured out in doing this pretty intensely for the last year and a half, that being producing full-time for YouTube, that ultimately what works on YouTube is either finding a hit concept in a format. For example, and the example I always use is Epic Mealtime, which is every episode they buy the ingredients, they make the epic dish, and then they eat the epic dish as savagely as possible. Or another thing would be epic rap battles, where they pick two people to pit against one another. They make a hilarious rap, they record it, and they release it, and then they ask the audience who should battle next. So either you find a hit concept in a format, or you develop a shtick, much like, for instance, the overly attached girlfriend WZR013, who always pretends to be creepy and a stalker. Now, barring that, your only other option to gain popularity on YouTube is to make videos based on trending topics, and that's what I do here on my vlogs. And I do it to the success of several thousand views of video if I catch a trend that's trending on Twitter or trending on Google News at the right time. And it's very hard, I would say it's much harder to come up with a hit concept or a hit shtick than it is to make videos based on trending topics. And there's so much marketing opportunity in it that it's a shame that more companies aren't sponsoring people like me to stick up their logo, you know, in my background, or sample a product at the end of my review videos, because they would get a lot of exposure for a very reasonable, I think, amount of money. So if you are one of those sponsors, please feel free to sponsor me for one of my next topic-based vlogs. Now, I think that another thing that people overlook when they create their channels is how much you really need to push to get known if you don't have a hit. And having a hit is so statistically rare that I cannot stress it possibly enough. You can be the best you can possibly be and still not be seen by very many people. So you really need to get out there and push your videos on Reddit. So sign up for a Reddit account and be active. If you're not active, your link has no search ranking. They've grown smart to people who just sign up for Reddit for the explicit purposes of dumping their content. You need to be semi-active, which is irritating, but if you get voted on Reddit, really the returns can be amazing. Most journalists are lazy in the traditional media and use Reddit now to source their hits. They just don't have time. Or maybe they're not lazy, they just don't have time. You also need to put your video on sites like BuzzFeed and Stumble Upon. Those are content curation, link curation sites, meaning they pick the best of the web and feature them, and that can result in a lot of views. And you also need to dump your link into comment sections on websites that have relevance to your video. Like if I make a video about Courtney Stodden, I'm going to look up Courtney Stodden on, say, TMZ and include my link on the Facebook fan page and in the comments below the article, hoping that people will click through to see more about Courtney Stodden. And then finally, yes, like I said, Facebook is important, so like pages that have to do with your content and make sure you leave the link. As well, you need to have a nice network of journalists that you reach out to when you create great content. For this content, nobody's going to care about a vlog like this. However, for other content that I create, like on LOL Pervs, that is professionally edited and put together, you know, I can reach out to women's sites and get them to feature my content. What I'm going to do with the Confessions of Venus, that I haven't done, is that I am going to partner with Yummy Mummy Club and get them to start promoting our videos, because we will then benefit from their audience. It's complicated, it's hard, it's not easy to break out in this medium. I'm confident that I'm going to get there. I'd like to have a hit concept, because that makes things, I think, a little bit easier, because then people know who you are and you don't have to do so much of the push marketing. People come to you, though that doesn't, you know, get you off the hook for good ideas. but it definitely helps you get over the hump. But until then, you're better off like creating videos based on trending topics, parodies, or commentary than you are trying to come up with a hit concept, because that is extraordinarily difficult. So that's my thoughts on content marketing for the day. I am 100 Jobs. I am also LOL Pers. Please check out my most recent video about the end of the world. I interviewed people yesterday. My microphone sucked, so I got to get a new microphone. It only recorded on one channel, and I had to tweak the audio like crazy in post, but I think it's funny, and it shows what I can do as an interviewer. And don't forget to subscribe to all of my channels, LOLPERVS, LOL Pers, Confessions of Venus, this channel, and follow me on Twitter, 100 Jobs. Bye, guys.